Guys, welcome to People in Entertainment Weekly's Red Carpet Live. Here we go. Very excited. Oh, it's growing.
Oh, very excited.
It's growing. The 59th annual Grammy Awards are tonight, and very soon the biggest stars in music will be arriving. I'm Jeremy Parsons, and we are kicking off this exciting evening right now, joined by my People Now co-host, the lovely Andrea Belke. Hello, Andrea Belke.
Nice to be here.
Yep, and here with us.
Here too.
Here we have all night to break down the nominees, and can we say just, I don't know, we are so excited for the fun fashion.
The fashion.
It might be the most fun fashion of award season,
I
the
agree.
Grammys.
I agree.
At least that's what these people tell me. People writer and reporter Jeff Nelson, Essence Entertainment director Corey Murray, People fashion market editor Sarah Ball, and host of Pen's Entertainment Weekly, the show, Lola O. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
We also have to thank the one and only Dunkin' Donuts for providing us with coffee. We will be drinking all night long, just the boost you need to get energized before, during, and after each and every award show this season. Let's just say it.
Yes, and we hope that you are fueled up as well, because we want to hear all your thoughts all night long. Tell us who you are most looking forward to seeing at the Grammy Awards by sending us a video. We even made one to inspire you. Watch this.
Super excited. Who are you rooting for?
I get my tie clip ready. We are pumped. Chance the Rapper, hello, breakout year.
I'm really excited for Adele. I love Hello. What about you, Tara?
Beyonce.
Sarah?
I'm gonna have to back you up with Adele.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, real quick, right here with Tara. You haters corny with that Illuminati mess.
Jeremy.
Was it inspirational or embarrassing? I can't
don't know. I think more embarrassing. But you can make your own. Go to burst.com/Grammys to record your own version. Probably, hopefully better than that one. You'll see them on air throughout the stream and on our new People Entertainment Weekly network, also known as Pen. Shout out to the viewers on Facebook Live. I'll be manning those comments all night long. Hello, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Jeremy's mom.
Hi, Mom.
Keep your comments coming. Also, tweet us using the hashtag Grammys Live. So let us know your predictions and your favorite looks of the night. So here's what some celebs are already posting. We got Leah Michelle on Twitter.
Uh-oh. Got the little video, a little behind the scenes.
And Brad being such a diva back there.
Look at her getting ready. And of course, next up we have James Corden. He tweeted this saying, "No pressure, hashtag Grammys." And of course, if you look, you have the seating chart. There's Adele, there's Bruno Mars. I mean, Beyonce, that's really intimidating. Who would you be most intimidated about?
No, I think those two, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Beyonce, like, I can't imagine standing in front of that room.
Yes, next up we have Adea. She says, "My secret weapon for surviving a big day, a call from my sister and a Dunkin' Donuts latte, hashtag red carpet ready."
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And of course, then we have Chris Young, and he's there with Cassidy Pope. He says, "Time for the Grammys." And of course, they're nominated for their song, which is really exciting.
Cassidy Pope got a little sparkle to go with her engagement ring.
I know. I really like that dress, too. Looking good.
And he was just in here.
Yes, I just interviewed him.
Just recently, and he's such a great guy. That music video is great. One of our favorite nominees of the night.
Oh,
those
yeah,
two,
definitely.
right there. All right, so many things to get to, and so many things in the work, from performances to tributes, even a little controversy. What is going to go down, guys? Grammys boycott. Let's talk about that. Who wants to start? Whomever.
Man,
Jump
Frank
in.
Ocean put it out there.
Yeah.
And I was there for it.
Bring people up to speed, yeah.
So Frank Ocean decided not to, I guess, submit his album for Blind for consideration. And I guess they went out. I don't know if they went out to him to perform, but he was like, "Listen, I want to have a talk with the Grammys. You know, let's make this show culturally relevant." And I guess there was some pushback, and he was like, "I'm trying to help you all, but this show is not for people like me."
Wow.
From where I come from.
Strong moment. People are reacting. What do we expect to see or not see tonight?
Well, we're going to see Beyonce. That's what we're expecting to see. And frankly, that's what everyone's going to be tuning in for. Now, when she debuted her last baby bump at the MTV Awards, it broke the internet.
Yeah.
And she sang Love on Top and hit notes that I've never been able to hit in my entire life, which was incredible. So now she's debuting a baby bump of 2. This will break the internet.
It is going to. I mean, look, the announcement broke the internet. She took the top most likes ever for Instagram, over 8 million. I think it might be up to around 9 now. Yeah, pretty incredible. Jeff Nelson, what are you excited the most to see?
Yeah, I mean, of course, for me, it's really Adele and Beyonce. It's these two, like, really, I mean, the biggest divas of our generation. Yeah, I mean, they're just really such incredible women, and they're up against each other in 3 of the top categories of the night.
Yeah,
do you like one more than the other?
It's a true battle of the divas.
Yeah.
It really is a true battle of the divas.
The face-off is on.
Jeff, if you had to pick between Adele and Beyonce.
No, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that. You know, for different. I love them both for different reasons.
We'll hit on this a lot more as we go. Fashion, obviously, is something that the Grammys stand out. We talked about the most fun fashion of award season. We've seen some crazy things in the past. What are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
Gosh, I mean, I'm really excited to see Janelle Monáe. I'm obsessed with her. I think she's such a fashion darling. She has her black and white go-to, but she somehow always makes it really exciting, and she just goes for it. So she's one of my top.
Yeah. All right.
But Sarah, aren't you also excited to see how Beyonce is going to dress the baby bump?
Of course.
No, but Jeremy, because seriously, last time, okay, so MIA was like 9.5 months pregnant at the Grammys.
Yeah.
She killed it. She was dressed like a giant bumblebee. Swagger like us. Shut it down. Gave birth like the next day.
Right? Yeah.
I'm like, that is awesome.
Beyonce doing that. And in the previous awards shows, we've been looking at like Natalie Portman and her baby bump and all that. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that. But before we get to all those other things, from concerns about racial inequality, all the fashion, the baby bumps and all that, to questions about the continued relevance of the award show, it is great to see Essence celebrating the people nominated tonight. Music's biggest and brightest stars came together to honor this year's Essence Black Women in Music. Take a look at this.
Black women have always led the trends in music and fashion and entertainment.
I mean, black women in music are like the foundation of everything we love.
So it's time to tell them we appreciate them and just stand behind them.
I mean, so many times, even if we are nominated, it goes overlooked. And so for Essence to take a moment to celebrate the people that are nominated during the Grammys and to celebrate young rising talent is fantastic.
When we see ourselves in different light, like in music, little girls know that they can do it.
It inspires the young African-American women coming up, and we need that, and we need them in the arts.
I love saluting my peers, so I think we need more moments like this.
I'm just happy for everybody that was nominated. I hope everybody supports the Grammys. I think it's important. We only come to give love and give our hearts, so it's good to be recognized.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, the thing hanging from the.
Yeah, I was like, was that Drew?
I think it was, but it was a statement. Either way, it was a statement, and we love that. All right, so tonight the Recording Academy will pay tribute to two pop icons, George Michael and Prince. People looking forward to that for sure. And then the show's performance roster is definitely one to talk about. What are you guys looking forward to the most when it comes to those tributes and the live performances, Jeff? On the spot.
Yeah, on the spot. I mean, like you said, we lost two musical icons in the last year. I mean, Prince last April and George Michael just on Christmas Day, just a little over a month ago. So, I mean, there's a lot of speculation about who's going to be coming together to pay both of them tribute. And I mean, even Frank Ocean said in a statement recently that he was contemplating, because Prince had such an influence on him, he's contemplating getting involved, but sounds like he's not gonna. But I mean, there's so many.
There's talk about like Bruno Mars maybe getting involved. There's talk about Beyonce. I mean, I guess it's kind of like open slate for whoever we would love to see. And I mean, who wouldn't want to be in a tribute to either one of those people? What are you looking forward to the most when it comes to those two tributes?
Here's the thing. I want it to be celebratory because so many important musical figures died in 2016. I mean, we didn't even mention David Bowie.
Right. Yeah.
So we have to make sure that this night pays all of them tribute for all of the contributions that they made to the arts, pop culture, culture at large, but it also can't be a big downer because this is music's biggest night. So how do you find a way to respect their legacy, honor their legacy, but also make sure that people at home aren't like,
whoa, come on, right? I think of all shows, the Grammys, they do a great job of celebrating the lost artists like these two. So I think that's going to be good. In terms of live performances, where you look at the roster, it's kind of like the spread of the genres: John Legend, Metallica, Carrie Underwood, Keith Urban, Gaga, The Weeknd, Daft Punk, Little Big Town, Bruno Mars, Maren Moore. I mean, on and on and on it goes. I mean, how do we even start to say what we're looking forward to the most with those live performances?
So you didn't mention Cynthia Erivo and John Legend.
Okay, right.
And I'm only going to say this because I saw Cynthia in The Color Purple.
Yep.
And she came by Essence and just sang Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, just like, no, seriously, because she was resting her voice, and she's like, I'll only do this. And she blew it out the water, so I am dying to see what she's going to do tonight.
Wait, do you have a cut of that? Because I need it for my son
I
tonight.
will.
Yeah, right.
Please, just make me a bootleg of that so I can play it
of
tonight.
Cynthia Erivo, it's like read the phone book, sing Twinkle, Twinkle, do whatever she
I
wants
think
to
she's
do.
about to get, I heard she's working on a new album. I think she's about to get a whole new slew of fans.
Her voice brings people to tears and like just wells up inside of you. When I saw The Color Purple, it was like like weekday performance.
Yeah.
Just another run of the mill, 11 o'clock at night, third act. Everyone's on their feet in tears and clapping.
Yeah.
So her and John Legend together.
That's what I want.
Mind's blown.
have to say I have
Andrea,
to
what are people
Adele.
weighing in on here? What are you?
People are very excited. There's a lot of country fans on Facebook right now. People are pulling for Thomas Rhetz. Of course, there's the whole Beyonce and Adele thing. Maya says, I can't wait to see Beyonce and Adele. I've got my awards show red carpet tradition ready, pajamas and sushi. That's nice.
Pajamas, that's a new one.
That's a good night.
Yeah,
I like
some
the
love
idea.
for Keith Urban as well. So country people are coming out.
Yeah,
they're showing up.
And some of the big, in the new artist category, we've got Maren Morris, Kelsey Ballerini. People are excited for them. I did the CMA Awards earlier this year. People are very excited for those two, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just talked to both of them in the last month, and I mean, it's very exciting. I mean, especially for both of them in the Best New Artist category. There's never been two country females up for that prize in the same year, and they're both actually. I mean, they're both, of course, like pals off the stage, and I guess, I mean, Kelsey told me that Maren was the first person that texted her, like, congratulations. So
Very cool.
it's, yeah, they're both excited to be up for that together.
Yeah, if any community is tight-knit, it's that country community. They definitely have each other's backs, and you can really feel them rooting for each other along the way. Another thing that I'm definitely looking forward to is seeing the one and only James Corden as host. The Grammys got the guy behind Carpool Karaoke. We, of course, love those segments. What's more entertaining than him? I don't even know what it could possibly be. What do you think he might have up his sleeve tonight? I mean, any anticipations?
I think he's going to bring a version of Carpool Karaoke to the party.
He has to, doesn't he?
I talked to him for People's Grammy walk-up. I talked to him, and of course, that was my first question. And he was like, you know, like, those segments, like, they take too long to edit, they take too long to do. So, like, maybe he was just...
I think he was trying to throw you off the trail there.
Maybe it'd be like walkie-okie. There won't be like a car. Just like walk around.
Yeah, right.
I mean, his moment with Adele, his Carpool Karaoke with Adele, his Carpool Karaoke with Bruno Mars, those were
with Michelle Obama.
Madonna was twerking out of the car.
Bieber, guys.
Do you guys think he's going to do something like that? He loves to do skits. Are you anticipating a lot of skits from James Corden?
Yes.
Okay.
And the great thing about him is that he's a true music fan, and that's why artists respond to him, because they know that he respects their craft more than a lot of people that they encounter on a regular basis. So it's just going to be awesome to watch him fan out with us fanning out.
Well, look, here's the thing. LL Cool J has hosted for the past, 5 years.
Yeah.
It's his first time doing it. There's kind of like big shoes to fill. He's got to sort of make his mark.
They're going to be very different.
He did.
Yeah. I loved his opening skit at the Tonys.
And that's the thing with him. He truly is. It's almost like in a similar way as Neil Patrick Harris is this multifaceted artist. James Corden has a similar vibe. The Tonys love him, and he's received love from the Tonys. So I think he's in a good spot. He's won a Tony, right? Yeah. So he's a Tony winner, and he's got the chops and the comedy chops. I don't know, but we saw his tweet or his Instagram. He's a little nervous to face the crowd.
I think he's just saying that, though.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that nervous.
No.
He's got it.
He's going to go. He's just excited. He's excited. No matter what James Corden does tonight, he is sure to make headlines. Tomorrow we'll be talking about plenty of those. Here's something we don't hear a lot about. The official Grammy Awards menu of all. This is important. While you watch the awards at home tonight with your pizza, your popcorn,
or sushi, like
perhaps your
on
kale
Facebook.
salad, who knows, depends on who you are. Here's what the stars will be snacking on tonight. Take a look. That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of desserts. That's a lot of wine.
A lot of wine.
Yeah. All right. So, where's our food here?
I know,
guys,
right?
We got the Dunkin' coffee, and that's going to get us through. But can we order up some of that? Okay, a little bit in the back. All right. Some pizza, anything. All right. So on music's biggest night, the only thing more exciting than finding out who won Record of the Year is who is wearing who or whom, or in some cases, what they're wearing. We're thinking of you, Lady Gaga. I can't wait to see what everyone is wearing as they come down that carpet. We're, of course, going to have that for you. We got to join nominee Maya at the W Hotel in Hollywood as she got ready for the big day. Let's take a look at this.
I love the whole process of getting dressed up and trying on things. you know? It's hard making a decision.
It's been a really, really great experience. She's really wonderful to work with because she knows exactly what she wants. We've picked a plethora of outfits for the entire week, all kind of leading up to the Grammy actual red carpet, which is going to be the big shebang.
I will definitely give you a sneak peek of the fabulous options here. I think it's beautiful. I love the colors. The color is beautiful. It's between a gold and a peach with some iridescence, but there are little details about this dress that I'm not quite comfortable with. This is a little tight. Very tight. And then when I turn around, I see I have boobs on my back. These things, oh my God, the fashion police are gonna eat me alive. So I probably can't go with this dress. Okay, I'm very surprised because I usually don't choose black for the red carpet because so many people wear black and you want to stand out. But I have to say that I am completely in love with this dress. It shows my figure.
It fits so good on you.
Yeah, it does.
Wow. Yeah. No, we're trying one more.
The Grammys are around Valentine's Day this year. I love the color red. This is more boss, but it's still sexy, you know? I love it. It's very feminine. Definitely a contender. Love the vibrant color. See, I can be sexy in this, but I don't feel like I'm offending anyone because I'm in a suit. So I made my final decision, and it's the suit. And yeah, the project is nominated for a Grammy. This conveys the bossy flavor, the swag, and it's still feminine and sexy. So I'm gonna go with the suit for Smooth Jones. I'll see you guys in a minute, and fingers crossed.
Looks great. We saw a little glimpse of her earlier coming down the carpet in that red. She looks fantastic. All right, guys, let's weigh in here. Who are you looking forward to seeing the most when it comes to the fashion? Should we just go down the list? We'll start with you, Lola O.
Lady Gaga, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's going to show up in meat, show up in an egg. I don't know. She's been dressing normally for Gaga these days, so... But she may just pull out something random and crazy out of the box because she wants to remind people that it's not a game when it comes to her fashion.
She's made it tough on herself. Let's just say this. She's done so much. The standard's really high.
I know. But people start to really like when she tones it down, though.
It's got, and I don't know, at this point in the cycle, having just done the Super Bowl and everything else, I don't know what kind of statement she needs to make.
Yeah.
I think she's going to come on strong then.
I do. I mean, I love all the Brandon Maxwell moments she's been wearing as of late. And like you were saying, Andrea, it's been very understated. So I really appreciate that. But I kind of miss a little bit of the crazy Gaga, too. So
do you think we'll see Crazy Gaga tonight?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so because for me, the Grammys is all about the spectacle of it all, especially when it comes to fashion. So I'm hoping Gaga is not tame at all.
It's Fashion Week. There's all kinds of wild looks coming down the runways in New York. I think it's sort of the appetite's there to like blow people's minds.
I have to say I agree. It's the most fun red carpet, and I'm really looking forward to seeing something really spectacular.
And if someone on that carpet is not wearing your earrings, they have missed the boat.
Thank you.
Talk about statement piece of the night. Hello.
Hi.
Right here in our studio. Hey. Get this emoji out. Okay. What do you think? Who are you looking forward to seeing?
So I'm going to break what everyone's talking about, and I'm going to go for Sierra because she put out this really cute video yesterday. She jumped in the air with her baby bump. I know the baby bump, but she's a little more further along. And I forgot, Sierra is really beautiful and really usually slays it on the carpet. So I'm curious to see how she's going to rock her baby bump.
Yeah.
She looks like she's about 8 months.
And Sierra usually, she's tall. She usually does like a lot of leg, that kind of look. And so we'll see if she changes that up at all with the baby bump.
I think we're going to see leg again.
I think so.
Yeah.
Jeff, what are you thinking? Who are you
I mean, I have to follow suit with Gaga. Like, love Gaga, and I mean, she obviously is gonna be on the carpet, but she's also performing with Metallica, so I just feel like we're gonna get some crazy costume change, and I feel like we might get a little throwback crazy.
I think it's gonna be bold and hardcore because of that Metallica thing. Like I think she's gonna dress the part for the whole night. Now, when it comes to just generally a weigh-in, actors and musicians, who's better when it comes to style?
What's more fun? The Grammys.
Okay, so in that case.
The Grammys are more fun because you know there's going to be a combination of fabulous and hot mess. Yeah. And that's always a great combination.
When you've got the palette, right, for where people feel comfortable taking risks, it means they're going to go nuts. Yes. And some people are going to really miss the ball.
And people tend to play it safe when it comes to things like the Oscars or the SAG Awards. You know, they have their stylists who come in and they want them to play it fairly safe. But the Grammys, it's all about, sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah, the onus is on musicians to kind of make it big and go crazy.
Totally, I agree. I mean, like, when you're, you're a singer, you kind of have a character, right? And I feel like actresses and actors, they become different characters all the time, but when you're a singer, you have a persona. So I feel like they kind of dress a little more in character, so it's a little more fun.
So I know it's early in the game, but based on maybe what we saw earlier, we saw the little Maya with that like the pantsuit thing. Any trends that we're predicting or expecting? What do you think?
Oh gosh, it's hard to say when it comes to the Grammys.
So we start
it's so
sort of
different.
seeing it, yeah.
Absolutely, but I think it's going to be wild. I think there's going to be a lot of skin, a lot of glam, sequins, and a lot of bold colors, I think.
And I think, people aren't going to be afraid of color. At the Grammys, it's all about taking risks, and I think that people are more inclined to embrace outfits that they may not regularly embrace on other red carpets, but they may go there with a faux hawk, or they may go there with a lime green mini dress. You never know what to expect.
Totally.
I know you're thinking of Nicole Kidman at the with the parrots, right? At the SAG Awards, I believe.
But I feel like that this show, that's kind of tame.
No, you're right. Comparatively,
That would be a normal thing.
Yeah.
Facebook, I'll get some shout outs. Frida says, Frida from Monroe, New York. Hello, New York.
Hello.
She's looking forward to Adele and Gaga. Another Adele and Lady Gaga fan is Diane, and she is tuning in as well. So thank you guys for all the comments.
All right, so keeping with the trend of fashions, let's see what I did. The puns are from. We know the fashion that we're looking forward to tonight, but let's take a quick look back. This is what the Grammys looked like 20 years ago. Tom, roll the tape. Man, my biggest takeaway from that was how far along Kevin Spacey has come in a few years, in a good way. My goodness, thank God he moved on from that.
I love those flashbacks, though.
Yeah, they're really great. Tonight's red carpet is starting to heat up. Andrea, can you show us a little bit of what you've seen?
Yes, we have some looks of people so far. I'm starting with Leah Michelle. She is rocking a cute little number. I would love to know what you guys think of this look, our fashion experts.
Is it like a floral pattern? Is it floral? Or is it like church stained glass window?
Do you guys like this look on Leah Michelle?
I think it's really beautiful. I don't know if it screams Grammys, but it's embroidered. It looks like floral embroidery, and I love the two-piece. I think it's really fun.
You mentioned the skin, and you got it there, right?
Yeah,
like that could have just
crop top. Yeah.
This has usually been a one-piece thing.
Do you think crop tops will be a huge hit this Grammys? I think last year they definitely were.
Absolutely. I think it's not going anywhere. That's for sure.
When you have abs like that, why not show them off?
It's like that's the first rule, the first like requirement is got to show these abs.
And if you follow her on social media, you know that she's always working out, and it definitely shows. Then next up we have Ryan Seacrest. Looking at that little brown.
Is that a velvet? Is it corduroy? What is it? Corduroy?
I don't know anything about men's fashion, so I need the guys to weigh in here.
So,
and
go ahead. Wait, Jeff Nelson, what do you make of that?
I mean, that's a very bold look. I don't know that. I mean, I am very fair. I don't know that I could pull that off, but I give Ryan props. I think he looks great.
And taking a risk. Look at the shirt there, no tie.
Do we like that? Do we like the lines instead of a tie there?
I feel like I'm not very fair, and I couldn't pull that off either.
No.
I don't think that color works, and it doesn't fit him well, which I'm very surprised by.
Maybe it was
because
the
Ryan,
moment. Maybe it's the
Ryan
moment.
Seacrest is always impeccably tailored.
Yeah.
So this is very interesting.
I think he was about to turn and walk away, and that's why it looks untailored. There's no way he doesn't have I'm taking up for that.
All right.
And he has his own suit line after all. So
that's right. So
Little decided on that one. Next up, we have Elle King, and she's in this floral, beautiful dress. What do you guys think about this? Even wearing a flower crown there. It's like the Snapchat filter, basically.
Yes.
Is that right? Was that a dig or a compliment?
No, it's a compliment if you like that
Very
filter.
Beauty and the Beast, though, from this distance.
I
don't know.
I was a cautious cop-out.
Yeah. I mean, she's very much this like hardcore rocker chick, so it's nice to see her trying something like a little more feminine. Like I love the florals. Yeah, I think it's nice on her.
And when else do you get to wear like a floral crown? other than the Grammys?
I do hope she has her signature like cat eye.
The silence is definitely.
I want her to have some edge on the makeup.
Yeah, okay.
All right, for something completely different, we have Dea rocking this black get up. What do you guys think of this?
This is classic Dea. This is what she does.
Yeah,
and she's got the body for it. It's,
Dea already won tonight with the Chainsmokers with Don't Let Me Down, so congratulations to her. And she's been in several times here at on our show, People Now, and lots of stuff at People, the concert series. She has a transitioning look, and I think that one's really
do you think this look, I mean, I love it on her, but do you think that it's safe?
I think it's a little too safe. I think it's too understated for the Grammys. I mean, again, it's about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So you've got to take it to the next level.
This is about a teenager we're talking about.
I know.
It's appropriate.
Show your arms, girl, while you can still do it. Yes, when you got those bat wings, it's a problem.
Like show them before it's too late.
Show them before it's too late. And give me a metallic lip. Give me something in the face. Something that pops.
I like her eyes, though. I think her eye. I'm drawn to her eye. I am mesmerized by.
She's a teenager.
No, in an innocent way.
All right, we're moving on from Dea.
Get out of this one before we get in trouble, all of us. Good Lord.
Look at Adele.
Oh, the green. Okay. You guys were.
What do you think of this green look?
I think it's really pretty for her. Last year she did the black, and it's nice to see her in color. The green's really pretty with her skin tone and her hair color.
And I almost wonder if this is an ode to Beyonce, because obviously in Beyonce's song Formation, she has that lyric, like, so reckless when I rock my Givenchy dress. I feel like this might, like, she's styling like Beyonce.
Interesting.
I'm throwing it out there now.
Making the connection. So in that case,
in like a supportive way?
Yes,
or in
they are like kind of each other's biggest fans.
They
I think.
are.
So they've
that's support.
nothing but love.
When you're at that level, you can only but support one another, because they are the two biggest stars in the game.
They live
Not
on,
just female stars, but they live in their
live
own.
on a cloud all alone,
Their
right?
own amazing musical planet.
Yeah.
And we're just there for the party.
Yeah,
just to be able to watch.
That's exactly
from
right.
I like it on its own. Okay, and then last up for this round, we have Paris Jackson in this number. What do you think of this?
Oh, wow. Look at
that. A little rainbow.
Like
It's really fun. I believe she designed this with Jeremy Scott, so I think this is. Okay. She had a little hand in this look.
I have a feeling in person that looks a lot more colorful than maybe that picture is giving it credit for. It looks like there's almost this rainbow thing. There's a multicolored stripe going on. Yes, no? Yeah. Nobody's picking up on this dress.
You know what, but I do like the tousled beachy hair. I like that she looks like she rolled out of bed, but in the perfect way. Like she woke up and her hair was perfect, and she said, don't touch it. Of course, it probably took about 5 hours to achieve
that right, the tousled.
But I like that it looks effortless. I appreciate that.
It reminds me of like throwback Sharon Stone tousled hair. Do you right? Is there something there? You're welcome, guys. I got one right. Good Lord. Tough crowd here.
It makes me excited for what's to come, though.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
A lot of fun.
Is that it for now?
That's it for now.
Well, guys, let's do this. One thing is for sure, obviously, Grammys fashion is not for the faint of heart. It does get kind of crazy, and if you're putting yourself out there, you got to get ready for the criticism. That's why we dug even further into our archives, searching for the craziest, most risque looks to have ever graced the Grammys red carpet. They're the Grammys moments that had both necklines and our jaws completely dropping. Starting with, we're going to kind of blast through these quickly, Rihanna, who always surprises and delights, like she did in this pink couture cupcake gown from 2015. Talk about a grand entrance here. My goodness, it can't be easy to walk in all that tulle.
No,
I mean, look at that.
not.
What do you think of it, quickly?
This was beautiful. I love this, and this was classic Rihanna. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was really, really beautiful. There's very few things Rihanna can do wrong for me, and this was a great look.
Yeah. Does it look heavy to you? Or light?
Absolutely,
To
but
carry that thing down
beauty
that
is
carpet.
pain. So you carry all of that tulle and you shut down the red carpet.
Okay.
That's how you show up at the Grammys.
Let's move on to this. Last year, Taylor Swift really made a statement. Abs and legs,
that
4
crop
days.
top.
The red and the pink, it's also still hot right now. What do you guys think of this? And I got to tell you, I don't like those two together. I don't.
I love this Versace look.
I love this.
So cute.
I like the
It's
cut or
fresh.
whatever, but I don't like the two.
It's what the Grammys should be.
Yeah.
She looks adorable.
And I love the color blocking, and it's still working. There are a lot of girls who can't pull it off, but when you can pull off color blocking like that, you should go for it. And again, when you have those abs, and you have those legs, and you have those arms, you don't cover them up.
And you have the Anna Wintour hairstyle.
You got an Anna Wintour bob.
So right choice for the hair?
Yes, because everything else was so exposed.
I'm seeing some dissension. I saw a head nod.
No.
Oh, that was like
agreeing with Lola because, I'm on the other side of a certain age, and when you look back on that time, like I wish I would have wore more cutouts. abs, all of that, because when it's gone, it's gone. And Taylor's doing it.
I love
Corey,
it.
you can still do it. You got a rocking body.
Yeah. Not like that.
She's being modest.
But our
Just
style-
get that boot off your foot, and you'll be good to go.
The other style expert, though, you are on board with
Totally
Taylor
on
all the way
board,
through.
100%.
Okay, we can't discuss memorable looks and forget Kim Kardashian. The plunging gown, Kanye West approved. Do we like what happened?
This was the
back
one
then?
that was a little big on her, right? It didn't look like it fit.
Correct. It
Yeah.
looks a little ill-fitting.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
everyone called it bathrobe chic.
Yeah. I think I call it bathrobe shouldn't have. That's all I got. Sorry. I'm going to apologize for every single thing I say. Beyonce, always one to watch out for on the red carpets. This gown is the definition of white hot in many ways. What did you all think of this sexy bodysuit? That's from 2014.
Yeah, this was a Michael Costello moment, and this was really big because he's a Project Runway star. So Beyonce to co-sign him and bring him to this grand stage was really the ultimate sort of crowning, if you will. If Queen Bee thinks you're worth wearing, she put Michael Costello on the map for people who did not watch Project Runway.
And really that sort of lacy floral thing is something we've been seeing this whole award season in different
I don't think it's going anywhere. Absolutely. And who else better to rock it than Beyonce? She can make anything.
Yeah.
And can I add, I love the beachy hair that she has that time.
Surfboard.
Too. Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
All of that.
What do you think
Beautiful.
she's going to do this year? I mean, so I think it's going to look very different than that, obviously.
I mean, she has, as we all know, she's pregnant with twins. So other than, I mean, the massive photo shoot that she's shared on her website and on Instagram, we haven't really seen her in anything except for her Ivy Park collection. So yeah, I mean, I think that she'll really be putting the bump on display.
I just want her to show up in matching lingerie. I'm sorry to be picky. I'm sorry to be picky.
No, that could be fine.
But if you're going to be half naked in front of the world, please let your bra and panties match.
Just match at least, like basic. It's the basics.
That's all I'm saying.
My biggest question about her and what she's going to look like tonight will be: will the belly be or the baby bump be covered or not? Right? I mean, I could see her showing up. Speaking of showing skin, and it being out and displayed, I could see that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
She
at
might
all.
do like an MIA and give you a little bit, so to like a sheer thing.
Okay.
Half showing, half not.
You
I
didn't
don't
agree
think
with
so
that.
because she didn't really do that with Blue Ivy, right? She didn't really show her belly.
But it's all new with these twins. She's putting out there.
And I mean,
I guess she did.
We've
She
seen her
could.
style evolution. I mean, with that shot there, and I mean, just the Met Gala 2 years ago was the definition of
That's
like
right.
naked dress. So,
Yeah.
like just some glitter here and there, and
after that
nothing
photo
else. So,
Speaking of pregnant ladies, we've been talking about Sierra also sporting a baby bump these days, but pre-baby, she's been
God, that body.
sort of sporting a more risque looks on this red carpet. Take a look at her bearing lots of leg last
But
year.
she's got the body to do it and go for it. Power to the people. Go Sierra.
So again, like I guess back to what we were saying earlier, that's last year's look. We were talking about it, like all kinds of leg, and she did that several times last year at different various shows and things. I mean, with baby bump, do we think still the leg? Do we? I mean, what do you?
Well, the thing that we saw from the video that Corey was talking about earlier, she's still got rocking legs. She just has a bump. So she's one of those moms where you can't tell that she's pregnant from the back. So she could essentially wear anything she likes.
Sure.
Love to hate those
She
moms.
could,
Right.
So speaking of keeping up with our throwbacks here, Carrie Underwood, she's performing tonight, but for now, let's flash back to 2012. This was again a solid white look, always looks amazing, I think. Which was evident here, the sparkly, the long sleeve look, which we're not completely a fan of, but I think she pulled this off, guys. Come on. Sometimes the long sleeve thing is good. I'm saying. No? Party in the back as well. Let's look at that. Boom.
Yes. I mean, I love this look on her. I don't know if I would have worn it to the Grammys. I think maybe like the Golden Globes switch out that
Or the
pink
CMA
dress.
or something like that.
Yes, I agree. I think she has such an amazing body. I would have loved to seen a little something.
And some of our
more.
producers also noted that she maybe was an ode to country because the hair was kind of teased up a bit more than perhaps normal. So, okay, so basically you guys are thinking good country look, maybe not the best for the Grammys.
No.
Yeah. Jeff is
I think she
oddly...
looks great. It just looks really heavy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Grammys are in LA. Like, make that look, I feel like
You
that would
don't have
be
to
hot.
be
I don't know.
like,
Do you guys like
yeah.
white for the Grammys?
I do.
You do?
Like
Yeah.
if it's white hot, I think it can really work. I mean, what I would have loved is if that dress had long sleeves and then a really like short mini dress because she's got the gams to pull it off.
Yeah.
And again, like this is a mom and she's still looking extra rockin' hot. So go for it, girl.
Absolutely.
Okay, one person we can always count on to make jaws drop, Lady Gaga, performing tonight with Metallica, as we've said, but let's rewind to her David Bowie tribute. Last year, neon red hair, lots of bright blue. I mean, is this the most incredible Gaga transformation ever? I know she's done some crazy things, but particularly this ode to Bowie, that was pretty impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I remember that performance. It was fantastic. I love Gaga. I love what she did at the Super Bowl, but I like Gaga understated, because then you can really see her beauty, but I know she's not going to do that at the Grammys.
Yeah, and obviously it was the year to do the David Bowie tribute, so that made this particularly...
Man, those shoes, too.
I don't know how she walks in them.
I don't know. Those shoes are intense.
But you know what? Keep in mind, Gaga has also shown up to award shows dressed as a man, so we don't know.
Yeah, VMA just a few years ago.
Exactly.
All right, another Bowie tribute from 2016. Zendaya traded in the gown for a suit and kind of a mullet look. This was a bit of a unique look. Did you guys like it then?
I love this look. It's like the piggyback on the YSL, the smoking, and I love a perfectly tailored black suit on a woman.
So wait, you think that's well tailored? Because it seems like it's kind of loose. I mean, it's got around the arms, yeah.
But it's like, on purpose. It's slouchy on purpose.
Okay.
And
androgynous.
Exactly. And I appreciate that. It takes a lot of effort to make that slouch look that perfect. And I really like that look on her. I love the blonde short hair. I love that heavy bang. I thought this is one of her best red carpet moments.
No doubt she was standing in front of the mirror for a while to get that pose just right.
Absolutely.
You could just tell.
Perfect hip, 95-degree angle.
Yeah, there you go. So this year we'll see if there's more the pantsuit look. We saw one earlier.
There's been a lot of it on the red carpet. Yes. So we'll probably see it tonight.
All right.
I haven't seen Rihanna, though. Brenda on Facebook really wants to see Rihanna. Wants to see Beyonce and Rihanna.
Okay.
Shout out to Brenda on Facebook.
Thanks, Brenda. I think the most memorable Grammy look of all time was, drumroll please, Jennifer Lopez's dress from 2000.
Yes.
Oh, big round of applause. Literally a round of applause even years later. Or year later, whatever. So, what do you remember most? Why was this so shocking at the time anyway? Why do you think this stuck out and is still memorable?
Because it was kind of like, J-Lo she wasn't J-Lo yet. And then it was like, this made us go and think, who are you? What are you doing? What is your talent? She just made us start following. If we had Instagram then, she would have got like 5 million followers that night.
Also, you have to keep in mind, back then, women didn't really have curves. Curves weren't celebrated in the way that they are now. So for J-Lo to step on a red carpet, as big a red carpet as the Grammy Award, and flaunting all of her curves proudly and essentially redefining what classic beauty looks was incredible.
And let's just say
this dress was a game changer for not only for Latina women, for women of all stripes with curves, because and it also was a game changer for the fashion industry, because this was pure unadulterated sex, but she didn't look trashy.
Also, a little nod to what was to come for her, because and her agelessness. She could walk down that carpet right now just as risque and flaunting, and she is just as
looking forward to see what she's
yeah.
going to do tonight if she comes.
And the tape, where was it?
It's the belly button for me.
Is that
that's the lowest plunging neckline I think I've ever.
It's like you could bungee jump her in the neck.
I would love if she actually showed up in that again. Wouldn't that be cool?
She still has the dress. People shot her at home just in the last couple
her
years.
closet,
Yeah, she let us into her closet, and it's still there. So
and
check out that video on
I think in that video she even explained how she applied the stickies or something. So anyway, check it out on people.com. Find it in the archives. The memories there, fantastic. One more stop down memory lane. Let's take a look back at what this year's nominees wore to their first ever Grammys. Annalise, roll that tape. We're going to keep naming it.
Ariana with that red hair. I love that.
Great throwback.
Great throwback. All right, lots of Grammy talk all over the interwebs right now. So some celebs are already tweeting and Instagramming. Nick Jonas posted this saying, "Quiet before the storm, .. #Grammys."
Wait, is that his leg?
Oh wait, is it? I think that might be his bare leg.
Wow.
Is it like
yes, because
underwear
a lot of
and
the comments are saying, "Wear your pants." Everyone's asking, "Wear your pants." Show that leg.
Oh my God.
Annalise, keep it right there.
All right, next up we have Demi Lovato. She tweeted, "Still can't believe I was nominated and now I get to perform tonight. Dreams come true, people."
I can't wait to see her performance.
Yeah. I know.
She's had such a great year or two, right? And like sort of this resurgence, redefinition.
Yeah, she performed 2 years ago at New Year's Eve, and I got to see it, and she was amazing. Amazing energy. Next up, we have Lady Gaga. She just posted this. It's a new tattoo. Look at that.
Oh, no way. Metallica.
I know. That's really intense.
I love it. Okay. So does that mean we're going to see it when she walks on the carpet somehow?
Oh, I know.
How's that possible?
Yeah.
Their naked dress.
And
Another
then,
naked dress,
last but not least, we have Heidi Klum on Instagram. She posted before and after the Grammys.
So it tells you the difference a smoky eye can make, everybody.
Oh, yeah, but she still looks great, though.
What you know about this smoky
eye? The smoky eye.
Love it.
All right.
You know who else is rocking a smoky eye tonight?
Lola. Oh.
Yes, you
Lola.
Well, get involved. So grab your phone, head to you guys are getting crazy.
Okay.
Head to
Yeah, put the champagne down.
Grammys to record a video with your thoughts. You can also share what's on your mind by using the hashtag Grammys Live all night. Here's what others have already sent in. Take a look.
Let's see, things I'm excited about for the Grammys tonight. Number one, it's freezing cold outside, so I get to stay in and watch something fabulous on TV. Beyonce's performing with twins, what? But also the fashion in the Grammys is just the most fun of them all. Let's just call a spade a spade. The outfits are gonna be crazy, I hope.
I'm really rooting for Adele. I'm not ashamed to say that she has some really good pipes.
I cannot wait to see what Beyonce wears on the red carpet. And I hope Jay-Z's there with her too. I really hope Miranda Lambert wins for Best Country Song of the Year because I love Vice and I think it's the best song ever. And I'm sure Beyonce is gonna win Album of the Year. So go Lady Power.
So if I had to guess, I think it's going to come down to Beyonce or Adele for Album of the Year. And although I love Beyonce, I think this is Adele's year. She broke the record for most albums sold in a week. I think she got it.
It's sure ain't a country album, but Sturgill Simpson's Sailor's Guide to Earth has to win. Chance the Rapper's got to get his too. Go Grammys.
That guy loves Chance the Rapper.
That is the president of Chance the Rapper's fan club. No one knew until unexpected, but there he is.
Might be. All right, guys. Well, in the days leading up to the Grammys, there are lots of events where the stars get together to celebrate the music industry. We caught up with some of the best at Sir Lucian Grange's 2017 Artist Showcase. Check this out.
Hi everyone, I'm Jessie J.
Hi guys, I'm Niall Horan. We're the record company, we play rock and roll.
I'm designing this UMG Universe Music Grammys Showcase. I know what time it is.
So I'm like supportive of everyone, but obviously Ariana being nominated twice. I'm so proud of her. She worked so hard.
I had a great time working with Justin. He's awesome. I've been on most of his albums, you know, so I don't really work with people who aren't friends and family, so it's all love. Yeah, I hope he wins.
I'm really excited about some of the new artists. It's a big year for Universal. Some going to be some big albums. It's totally different than anything we've ever been a part of. It's exhilarating, very exciting.
Everybody's in here talking, socializing, feeling good. You know what time it is. Ready for the next couple hours for us to go up there and perform and shut it down, baby.
Music is a feeling, and there are some people that can put how you feel into a lyric and melody to a lyric, and I think that's the beauty of music, and I think it can take you to a place that not everyone knows how to be taken to, or, you know, we all pull and help each other in different ways, and I think musicians are able to create a feeling in 3 minutes that someone needs for a lifetime.
Artistry, I mean, it's an indefinable thing, but I think if you're always striving to improve, if you're working very hard every day, being very self-critical, and being very honest, you'll shine out the best you can.
Music and artistry means life. It just means creativity. It just means everything. Without music or art, it won't be nothing else. It'll be born in life. So you told me just music and art means everything to me as an artist. You did.
Massive congratulations and good luck to everyone nominated. Have an amazing time.
All right, hey, it's Big Sean here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Peace.
Yeah.
There you go. Peace out.
Big Sean.
Love Jessie J as well. And little known thing, perhaps, she is a great tap dancer. She was in on People Now not like a year ago, and we tap danced.
Nice. Were you good? Yeah.
I just did a fake one.
I can see you being very good at that.
It's the most uncoordinated,
People
embarrassing
are
thing
chiming in on Facebook. Jorge Edwards says all the performances are going to be great. Can't decide which will be the best. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Madison Hudson says strong women equal beautiful women. Lead the way, ladies.
There you
I like
go.
that. I like that, Madison. Yes, we like that.
We do like that a lot. Let's dive into the nominees. This is what everyone's talking about. There are 84 categories at the Grammys, and we're going to go through each and every one of them with this Dunkin' Donuts powering us all along the way. Maybe not, but we're not going to have all of them. We will be dissecting the biggest awards of the night. Superstars Adele and Beyonce are obviously nominated against each other in 3 of the very biggest categories. Check out the details behind the showdown of the night. Watch this. Oh, they are looking good. We can't wait for Adele and Queen Bee going head-to-head tonight.
So Joan on Facebook says, how does designer make that noise? Jeremy and Andrew and panel, can you try?
That's good.
Wait, one at a time. Jeff Nelson. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him do it live enough. I guess that's, yeah.
Okay,
That's
Jeff.
good, that's good.
On down the line. Here we go.
Maybe this is why to say panda, 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 panda.
Okay, that's the best part. And here we go. Okay, keep going, Lolo.
Raw.
Maybe this is why we are not here and there.
Note to self: never take the bait on those comments ever again.
Yeah, I think that was a fail.
So now breaking down the categories. Let's start with record of the year.
Okay.
Is it definitely going to come down to Adele's Hello versus Beyonce's Formation? Is this the dumbest question I've ever asked of the night? It seems like that's so obvious. Is it?
I'll be honest. I will listen to all of the songs this morning. I think it's going to be between, and Beehive, do not come for me. I think it's going to be between Adele and Lucas Graham.
And why?
Wow.
Defend your
Because
favorite.
I hear the Beehive
I know. I love Formation.
tight.
I did. I am all about Formation. But Lucas Graham's 7 years, I feel like I've heard that forever. Adele's Hello was like heard around the world.
Sure.
And I just think that lately they've kind of lasted longer than Formation did per se. So
All right, there you go.
Don't shoot me.
Let me read the nominees real quick. So, Hello from Adele, Formation Beyonce, 7 years Lucas Graham, Work Rihanna featuring Drake, Work, the biggest earwig. I mean, I cannot not sing that. Stressed Out, 21 Pilots. So, go ahead, weigh in.
I have to say, not since Lionel Richie has the word hello been so important to pop music. And I feel like this is Adele's award to lose. The Grammys really like honoring young people who make old music. And when I say by old music, this is a song that could have easily been sung by Aretha Franklin, Barbra Streisand, Carole King, anyone in between. She just happens to be 25. So I think they will give her the big grand prize for this one.
Which, by the way, that's what Adele does best. That's kind of the magic of Adele, is bringing back that older vibe.
But, you know, I mean, Record of the Year is different than Song of the Year. So Record of the Year is all about, I mean, not just the song and the lyrics, but also the production. And I mean, Hello, I'm a huge Adele fan. It's a beautiful song, but it's more so, I mean, there's the piano and there's some strings, and it's big and dramatic, but it's not, whereas I feel like with Formation, I mean, just that production is crazy. Like, as soon as it starts, you're like, what's going on? Like, this shouldn't be as catchy as it is, but it somehow is. And I just feel like it had that giant moment that, yeah.
But no chance for 21 Pilots? Stressed out, guys? Come on, no one rooting for that? No? No takers? All right.
I mean, Facebook's definitely going crazy for Adele.
But that 7
Madra
year
says
song
Adele, beautiful queen, and the many, many heart-eyed emojis.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. So lots of Adele fans. I completely agree.
I called an ex after that song came out. Did you guys? Anyone else? There's so many memes about that.
That's true. No, there are a lot of people who either called someone that they shouldn't have or called someone that they should have.
Yeah,
So there were a lot of reconciliations, and there were a lot of, and this is why I broke up with your ass in the first place.
I'm just happy that she brought.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you
I'm
can
a
say
little
it.
bitter.
Yeah.
Okay, I did call somebody.
Somebody needs to sit down and listen to that album and look it over. Good Lord. Or listen to Formation. Or something.
I think I listened to too much Formation.
Yeah, okay. So nominated for Record of the Year also is Lucas Graham's 7 Years. The group is super pumped for their first Grammys. Can I just say that they have the best attitude ever? They definitely do. Watch this.
We're looking forward to seeing the whole shebang. I mean, we've never been at the Grammys before. This is an amazing night for us. And hey, triple nominees. Woo! A year ago, nobody knew who we were.
And now we're here.
And now we're here performing, nominated. It's very rewarding. We're already winners because we're nominated in 3 categories. I mean, nobody from Denmark has ever been nominated in 3 categories before. And nobody from Denmark has ever been nominated in Song of the Year or Record of the Year. So, I mean, we're first. We're at least breaking down a couple of barriers for the Scandinavian populace.
Yep.
I think the single biggest thing that has brought us here, beside the song 7 Years that did its own thing, is the fact that we like performing live music. We like performing and we like engaging from stage to audience and make it a memorable night for everybody in the room. I like to thank these 2 guys, and I like to thank the guys that we write songs with and produce with, Rizzy, Pilo, Don Stefano, and of course everybody who listens to our stuff. It's very hard to have a job as a musician if nobody wants to listen to you. Keep that in mind. No audience, no goddamn show.
There you go. We were just talking about them and how great the 7 Years is, and the fact that some of us who have kids love the song in Kid Bops, like the remake of the song.
It is a great song.
There you go. If you don't know what that is, look up Kid Bops.
I don't know.
With the Z.
You know, it's songs for kids. They remake big popular songs for kids.
I see.
And they change like the cuss words to other things and sexually explicit stuff to other ones, which is anyway. Sorry, rabbit hole. Moving on, Song of the Year.
Parent talk.
Parent talk. Oh, sorry, we have kids. People always get confused with this category compared to Record of the Year. Jeff, break it down for us. What's the difference between the 2?
Yeah, so Song of the Year is all about the lyrics, and I mean, it's a songwriter award, so it's not just the person who's singing it and about the performance, but it's more so about the song and the melodies and the composition, whereas Record of the Year is all about what it sounds like in addition to the lyrics and the production and everything.
Okay. All right, so let's break it down. Formation, Hello, 7 Years, all are up for Song of the Year, along with Justin Bieber's Love Yourself, Mike Posner's I Took a Pill in Ibiza. You can't say that title without singing it. Why did these 2 make the cut in the category not Record of the Year, and when it comes to those 2? What do you think there would be? It's almost confusing sometimes when you get one, not the other, right?
True. But I didn't even think about why they did it.
Any thoughts? Jeff?
I mean,
it's back to
Justin. I mean, the Justin Bieber one. I mean, that was written with Ed Sheeran, and I mean, he is just this incredible songwriter. And I think just the lyrics of "Love Yourself." It's a little playful. It's a little quippy. Like you can go and love yourself instead of maybe another 4-letter word.
Yeah, right.
And I think that, yeah, I think just those lyrics and the meaning behind it, like people can.
One of my favorite lyrics of the year has to be when he says, "My mama don't like you. She likes everyone."
Right.
For that alone, it deserves a nomination.
Also,
that's just great. I mean, and it works on so many different levels. It's pure, it's accessible, it's really poppy, but it's also really resonant. Like, my mama don't like you.
She likes that's a problem in a weird way. And for the Pill and Ibiza, I love the Mike Posner song because of it's almost got this nostalgic feel. He's sort of like this reflective, meta level thing, and it makes me love him more and his history. And,
that song definitely gets in your head.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, let's move on to this. Do you think this category is also going to be Adele versus Beyonce? Is the same song going to win in both categories? Now
here's where I think Formation could win.
Yes.
For Song of the Year. Yeah. Yes, because of the lyrics. Because it was such like a Black Lives Matter moment, and I think we've, known that Beyonce is a feminist, based on her last album, but here it was, she became an activist as well. So that's my 2 cents.
Okay. And they may want to split the difference, so they'll give Adele one and they'll give Beyonce the other. That's what I'm predicting will happen.
Okay. What do you think?
I think that it's kind of between Adele and Lucas Graham actually, because I mean Lucas Graham the song, when you listen to it, it's really pretty. It's almost like lullaby-esque, like music box-esque. But just, that whole album that 7 Years is off is really all about like his dad dying just a couple years ago, and his dad had managed him before, and really this happened. His success really now is because of all of these songs that his dad influenced, and it's just if you've listened to that song and not cried, like go back and listen to it, and, like think of the lyrics, and try not like you'll need some Kleenex. So.
Okay, all right, yeah. So we're rooting for that one for backstory, in addition to other things. All right, as for album of the year, we see a lot of the same artists that we've already been talking about: Adele, Beyonce, Justin Bieber, and out of that, albums from Drake and Sturgill Simpson. Pretty diverse category this year. I mean, who do you think are the real contenders here? I mean, that's a variety.
It's so interesting, this category in particular, because you have heavy pop stars in this category, but you also have someone named Sturgill Simpson.
Who most people are scratching their heads about, for the most part.
He's even scratching his own head.
Yeah.
He sells merchandise on his website. It's like, who the F is Sturgill
Simpson? Right, yeah.
He sells that on his own website. So he's clear that he's not a front runner in that way, but there could be an upset here. He's only sold 146,000 albums. Adele has sold 8 million, to put it into perspective. But again, he's a young person singing old music. This man is not even 40 yet. He sounds like Merle Haggard.
And Sturgill won country album already, by the way. So.
Okay, how did he sneak in there though? Like,
because critics love his work. This is only his third album, but since his first album, they've just been in love with it, with his work. He pushes the envelope. He pushes what it means to be a country album.
That's
People
right.
They have the utmost respect for the fact that he's committed to the craft one. And he also, too, has a very interesting backstory. I mean, this guy was in the Navy. He lived in Japan. He was an alcoholic. He worked at a railroad company and decided to pursue his dreams of being a Nashville star at the behest of his wife.
Right. It's the right timing, and I think the head-scratching, this element of him, is what is going to give him so much traction through the Grammys and just award season in general, with music awards anyway. Country community loves him. It's the right time for country, isn't it? Because of the Chris Stapletons of the world, and that kind of sound, Merle Haggard, whatever, is a really relevant, hot sound right now in a weird way.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, at the same time, you kind of look back at a couple years ago when Beyonce's self-titled visual album was out. That completely changed the game in terms of how you release an album, how you're like it put a focus on music videos again, and she got beat by Beck that year, and it was just like everyone thought like she was going to win by a landslide, and then Beck won instead of her. So I feel like that might happen with Sturgill Simpson this year. But if you think about it, again, I mean, Beyonce, before with her self-titled visual album like that, she just released it, no promotion whatsoever. Again, this time she did it wasn't even an album. Lemonade's not even an album. It's like a movie musical essentially, which is she's redefining the term album, and I think that is really why she does.
What's interesting that Lemonade did not win in that long form that we were talking about earlier. That went to Ron Howard with the Beatles thing. So that's already happened. We'll see what else happens.
Back to your point about old music and
kind of coming back. So winning a huge award like Album of the Year doesn't just mean honor and recognition by the musical community. It also can mean big money, of course. Take a look.
Remember in 2012 when Adele took home Album of the Year at the Grammys? No? Maybe? Well, she certainly did. But what's even more impressive is what the Hello Diva took home the week after. Adele said a big hello to a whopping 207% increase in sales, selling over 730,000 albums in the week after her win. Many people refer to this continuing streak of good fortune as the Grammy bounce, when Grammy-winning artists see a boost in sales following the broadcast. The same thing happened to Sam Smith at the 2015 Grammy Awards, when Smith took home 4 gold-plated gramophone trophies. He saw a 168% rise in sales, selling 181,000 copies of his album, In the Lonely Hour, in the 2 weeks after. The same year, 2015, Beck, who won Album of the Year, sold 75,000 copies of his Grammy-winning album in 2 weeks following the award show, which was only at 2,000 in the 2 weeks before. That is quite a leap. And at last year's Grammys, country singer Chris Stapleton took home Country Album of the Year and saw his sales increase by 19,000 copies the week after the Grammys aired. Few have denounced the Grammy bounce, but it certainly seems like these numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah,
Grammy bounce.
And Sturgill, I think, is prime in that category for the big Grammy bounce.
I mean, it makes sense. And obviously, all of a sudden, people want to look the artist up.
Find who they are. All right, let's move on to the highly anticipated Best New Artist. It's an honor that has been bestowed upon future superstars like the Beatles, Mariah Carey, and yes, tonight's multiple nominated, Adele. She won in 2009. Who do you think is going to take home the award? Let me run them down really quick. The Best New Artist: Kelsey Ballerini, The Chainsmokers, Chance the Rapper, Maren Morris, Anderson .Paak, who has actually 2 nominations. Chance the Rapper has like 7 noms. Chance the Rapper.
I want Chance to win. I listened to the Maren Morris music and I turned it off.
You don't like Maren Morris?
No.
Come on. Shade.
We need to switch places on this couch.
But look, Chance the Rapper, though, it's kind of like this breakout moment for Chance the Rapper.
And he has no label.
Nominations, no
You know
label.
what I mean? You don't have to- yeah.
Chance the Rapper made history releasing his whole thing streaming, right? So the Grammy rules changed last June to allow a streaming-only thing, sort of music and album to be a contender. He's now reaping the benefits of that, doing it his own way. Really impressive.
Do you think that we're going to see more people follow in his footsteps after he broke out like this?
I think so. I think kind of piggybacking on what I was saying earlier about, Beyonce choosing to release her album through HBO first and then having it exclusively on Tidal. Chance the Rapper saying, I'm not even going to sell my music. I'm just going to make my money from merchandising and touring. You can have it for free. I think you're going to see a lot more artists deciding to just eschew the whole label route and do it on their own in whichever way works best for them. They'll maybe have some relationships with the label, maybe have no relationships with the label, but people like Chance the Rapper and Beyonce have made it clear that that's an option.
There's no doubt about it. This is the time for that kind of thing to happen. The rules are all kind of being broken, and they're doing it their way more and more, which scares, obviously, the industry to death in some ways because it's redefining. So, Maren Morris?
I love her, and I think she would definitely deserve to win from, she's a country artist, but her whole album really redefines what country can be, and I feel like not since, Taylor Swift and Shania Twain have we really seen someone really toe the line between pop and country and R&B and all these different soulful aspects. But I do think that it's going to be between Chance or the Chainsmokers, because if you think about it, all the people that are going to be wanting to vote for a country artist, it's going to be split between Kelsey and Maren, and that could almost happen with Chance and Anderson .Paak as well.
I agree with you. So the Chainsmokers stand.
The Chainsmokers might be.
And that song was everywhere too.
Yeah, and perhaps a good sign that they already won with Daya in one of the dance categories. So we'll see what happens. Do you lean more country? Do you lean more? What's your feel?
No, I don't know. I'm with you. I'm with Chance.
Yeah, Chance the Rapper.
I'm not a country girl.
No one said Anderson .Paak out of the gate. Meanwhile, Anderson.
He didn't make I love him, but I realized the things I love him on, like I love him with the Mac Miller song, but that's Mac Miller's song.
Sure.
I like his Schoolboy Q song, but I like Anderson, but I don't think he made a big enough impact.
Okay.
Not like the way Chance did, or even the other people in the category.
All right.
I like him
Chance the Rapper is one of President Obama's favorite rappers.
Yeah,
and
that doesn't hurt.
Performed at the White House regularly.
Yeah.
And his dad used to work for Obama at some point.
No big deal. No big deal, right? It's just no big deal at all. But it's interesting that you mentioned Maren Morris in this sort of Taylor Swift comparison, because Kelsey Ballerini is friends with Taylor, has had that kind of vibe as well. Kelsey had a pretty fantastic year, including a gold album, 3 straight #1 country singles, and an ACM award. On top of that, got engaged over the holidays. No big deal. What else can this girl do, right?
Life is pretty good for her.
Yeah, you'll probably be surprised by her date tonight, though. Take a look at who she told us will be by her side. Watch.
The best accessory that I have is my mother, because she is my date, and she's so excited. I remember being like 13, watching the Grammys with her and being like, hey Mom, if I ever get to go, you're my date. And so whenever it happened, she was like, hey. I was like, I know Mom, I remember. Being nominated for Best New Artist is one of the coolest things that's happened to me so far, just because I feel like the Grammys are like, they're the pinnacle of music, and the people that decide who's nominated are people that do music and fight for music and judge music for a living, and just to know that by my peers I was put into that category is a super big deal to me. I'm like 2.5 years old as an artist, and so I'm super new, and I still feel new in the country market, but definitely in like just music in general. So to know that my music's had kind of the reach that like Chainsmokers and like Anderson .Paak and Chance the Rapper and Maren's had, it's really cool to be alongside them. My song Peter Pan changed everything for me. I had 2 #1 songs at Country Radio before that, but they were both really like fun and flirty, like Roll Your Windows Down and Jam, but there wasn't a lot of like depth or heart in those. And as a songwriter, that's like what I love. And it was really cool to see Peter Pan get released and people relate to that and embrace that more than they had with any other thing, like song that I've released. And so that was kind of what changed it all for me. I'm performing with Lucas Graham, who is up for several awards for 7 years, which was like just such a massive, amazing song. We just rehearsed today, and he's amazing, and it's cool because our songs, you would never really put them together, but they kind of work together lyrically, which kind of tells a different story for both of us. We don't have to carry the nerves by ourselves. Like, we can both kind of hand it off to each other, which is cool for a collaboration, especially on a stage like that, so I'm really excited. I will be very, very nervous, and I've never performed on a stage with that kind of legacy before, and I've never performed on an all-genre award show before, so it's like a lot of unknowns to me, which just feeds my nerves. But more than that, it's a huge honor to sing on that stage. It's a huge honor to be at the Grammys. So I think as long as I keep focusing on that side of it, I'll be all right. To get ready for the Grammys, I just think I'm trying to get in the best headspace I can get in to really enjoy it and just feel the most confident that I can feel. So I think resting as much as I can, resting my voice. My team's out here, my mom's out here, my fiance's out here. I'm working out as much as I can. I just got to partner with Colgate Optic White, and they're all about smiling and being happy, which this is the happiest time of my life, so that's perfect. And just trying to get in the best headspace I can before the big night happens.
All right, now surprisingly, 2 country acts are highlighted in the Best New Artist category, as we have said. Now, Kelsey told us how she felt about being nominated alongside Maren Morris. Watch what she said.
There was a big conversation for a long time about the lack of females on country radio, and I think that if nothing else, whether I win, she wins, neither of us win, we both win. Because the fact that 2 female country artists are in this category, I think is a really beautiful thing just for Nashville and for our genre.
All right, great to hear from them. Now, the Best Music Video category focuses on the visuals, a bit of a split from the rest of the Grammys. The nominees tonight are Coldplay, Leon Bridges, Jamie XX, OK Go, and of course, Beyonce for Formation. Around 70 awards were announced earlier, 70, at the Grammy Awards premiere ceremony. And when you know it, Beyonce won Best Music Video for Formation.
Yes.
Are you surprised?
Not at all.
Anyone?
No.
I'm actually still mad it didn't win an Emmy. I'm actually still mad about that.
Okay.
I was surprised as well. That's actually a good point. Beyonce is the Michael Jackson of our generation. She's his heir apparent. No one's going to give you a spectacle in the way that she does. She's committed to just making an event every time she's on television or on the stage. So there you go.
All right.
Cheers to that.
You're just taking this moment.
I haven't had a sip yet. This is the perfect time.
Cheers to Beyonce and Formation and everything else. My gosh. Okay.
All in formation right now, girl.
Lord have mercy. That is not going to be good later once this keeps going. All right. Best Music Video. Short form, but Best Music Film focuses on longer pieces of art. The documentaries Amy and 20 Feet from Stardom won the last 2 years. We found out Ron Howard's The Beatles' 8 Days a Week, the touring years, took home this award. Are you surprised it beat Lemonade? Jeff, we were talking about this before.
Yeah, I mean, just because Lemonade was such a moment, and like we talked about, it's almost like a movie musical in terms of it's completely sung. It's all hip hop, rock, R&B, country, it covered so many different genres, and the visuals were just incredible, and the fact that nobody knew this was happening until it came out. How do you keep something like that under? How many NDAs do you need?
Sure, for everyone.
Dancers, choreographers, everyone. It was just such a moment.
All right. Well, we've been breaking down the big cross-genre awards of the night. Now it is time to dive into the sort of genre categories. That's what's fun about the Grammys. There are really so many opportunities for great artists to be recognized in various ways. Let's start with rap. Drake's Views is the only album here nominated for Best Rap Album and Album of the Year. Is it definitely going to win by that measure, or does that split the vote? I don't know where we land on this.
He had 3 monster hits from this album. I mean, just club banger after club banger. I don't know how that's going to play with the Grammy voters, but in terms of what was popping in the clubs, it was all about Drake's 3 songs.
He owned my playlist. Yes. I want to see him win Album of the Year. I know it's going to be crazy, and I know the world will turn upside down, but Drake was hip-hop, R&B, pop, everywhere. I love Drake.
And the thing that was so great about that album is also it just wasn't pure pop. I mean, he mixed international fusion, bringing in Nigerian artists like Wizkid to collaborate on songs. There was this eclectic reggaeton.
Didn't he shoot the video in South Africa?
Yes.
I love.
There's so much to it. But here's the thing, though. Chance the Rapper is also in this category. We gave him tons of love a little earlier. Have you guys already bailed on Chance?
I know.
Just one.
You forget about Chance the Rapper.
He gets Best New Artist, but Drake's gonna win.
Yeah.
All right.
Controller.
Okay, so yeah. Let's move on to this. What'd you say?
And he's dating J-Lo.
Okay, so
no. He wins.
He wins.
just for that,
That's cool.
chalk it up as a win. No doubt about that. So,
Good.
can we just sing from now on the rest of it?
I don't think we can afford it, but I'm going to use it.
What you just did.
I'm going to hum a little bit.
So, win or lose for Major Key, DJ Khaled revealed he's already working on his next album. Check this out.
Major Key for the Grammys, you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm grateful. I'm embracing the moment. I'm inspired, I'm motivated, and that's why I'm working on my new album. The minute I got nominated for my Grammy, I went in the studio. I was already in the studio, but I really went in the studio, so I'm making grateful, because I was so inspired. I'm excited to see everybody at the Grammys, and I want everybody to win, you know what I'm saying, because we won already. You know what I'm saying? You know, if we get a trophy, give thanks. You know what I'm saying? But we won already. There's rumors I've seen all over the internet that Beyonce might be there, so I'm excited to see my sis Beyonce, you know, going on tour with Beyonce was a huge, huge accomplishment for my career, a blessing for my career, so I'm forever grateful for her to choose me to go on tour with her. It's like unbelievable. So I'm excited to see that. That's inspiring for a brother like me.
All right, DJ Khaled, eternally optimistic, love him. What do you think of the pink suit?
Love it.
Yeah?
I mean, come on. If he can't pull it off, then
And a little flower on the lapel, guys.
You love that.
Okay, got that right. Let's move on to Best Pop Vocal Album. This was the only category that has 2 nominees also up for Album of the Year, Adele and Justin Bieber, the Biebs. Adele took the win. Which album did you think was going to take it? I mean, leading into this, would you have guessed that? I guess we would have. It's Adele.
Adele.
You wouldn't have thought Bieber would have beat her?
But Justin Bieber put out a good record.
It was a really good
album.
Yeah.
I'm surprised more people aren't talking about Justin Bieber.
I know.
Like, we think
I mean,
it's
Sorry. Where's the nomination for Sorry?
Hello.
Is it too late now to say?
Yeah.
I almost know that whole dance, and I cannot say that for any other song that's nominated. For that reason
That's
alone, it
another
deserves something.
another Kid Bop good cover.
Kids Bop. All kinds of love. All right, in the pop solo performance category.
You know what? People don't take Justin Bieber as seriously as they should as an artist, and I think this album in particular was a real announcement for him.
No, this is the next level for him.
Yeah.
He's had a crazy couple years with his like social, people like seeing him on social media and everything, and that behavior. But I think he kind of redeemed himself with this album for sure.
It's the eternal dilemma of starting young. When people become famous as kids, it's just tough for them to grow up and be thought of as a serious adult artist. That's just always the challenge, whether it's guy or girl artist, it happens.
It happened to Michael Jackson. I mean, he wasn't really able to do it until Off the Wall, and people have compared this to Justin's Off the Wall. I don't know if it's that level great, but it's pretty darn good.
I also wonder as well if like some of Justin's wild things that he's done that he's gotten a lot of negative press for have been an attempt to sort of break the image, and it maybe kind of backfired a little bit. People stopped taking him as seriously. Whatever the case, I'm happy he's in a good place. It seems that he is, and I'm loving his music all the time as his kids bop.
Well, you take your monkey abroad, you got to bring him back.
Take your monkey abroad, you need the monkey back here.
Bring him back.
In the pop solo performance category, Adele's Hello won against Bieber's Love Yourself, Beyonce's Hold Up, Ariana Grande's Dangerous Woman, and Kelly Clarkson's Idol version of Piece by Piece. They were all in there. Lots of big names here. Are you surprised by the winners, Jeff?
This is the one that I actually thought if somebody was going to beat Adele and Beyonce, it was going to be Kelly Clarkson. Just
that was a big moment for her.
That performance, I still, if I'm having a bad day and I know that I need an ugly cry, I go to that performance and I watch. I cannot not cry every time. And I mean, you saw on the show when she performed on Idol, Keith Urban was bawling, Jennifer Lopez was bawling, like she was bawling mid-perform. It's just it's all about the performance, and that performance moved people so much that, I thought that she might have been able to steal this one.
Another thing I think that made that moment such a moment that was memorable was the fact that because it was live on Idol, she got to talk about it beforehand. She sang it, she broke down, she had the moment, she talked about it after. We got to live through that with her, and we felt it in a real way. And it reminded us, I think, of just like how long we have known and loved Kelly Clarkson, like her journey and everything. And she's in such an incredibly mature place now with her craft and with her lyrics and all of that. All right, let's move on to this. Unless anyone else had something to say about Kelly Clarkson, specifically. No? Okay.
Since you've been gone.
Decision. All right. I'll raise a hand. Oh, my goodness. For Pop Duo Group Performance, we see 7 years, Work, and Stressed Out all nominated here, and for Record of the Year. So does it have to be one of those three, or is there a possibility one of the other two could come closer, to a win here?
See you today.
Closer is also nominated. What do you guys think? Any love for Closer? Yeah?
I really do. I think I tweeted once. I was like, I've been like downplaying my love for this song, and I really do love this song. I love the whole what's the lyric about the tattoo?
Bite that tattoo.
I'm like, yeah.
I just love that she had a mattress from her boyfriend's apartment back in Boulder.
Yeah.
Whatever, and that Range Rover
Those
she couldn't
lyrics
afford.
stick.
It doesn't make sense to
Doesn't-
the feel.
it doesn't mean that
If there's one thing we learned from that song.
I feel like anyone that moved away from home or moved across country or anything can relate to that song. You're like, I did that, and I was working in that hotel bar.
Right. It's like this throwback nostalgia for us, those of us who college is a little bit in the rearview mirror. It just kind of feels like it was back there again. All right.
I know it breaks your heart.
It does. It does break my heart over and over again. All right, it's time to talk Nashville. And no, I'm not talking about Connie Britton and Hayden Panettiere, although we do love that show. I mean, real deal country music. Leanne Rimes just told me what it was like to win Best New Artist at the age of 14. Plus, she's putting in her vote for who she thinks will take home the title tonight. Take a look.
I had the flu that night. I had like 104 fever and like did not want to go. I'm like, do I really have to go? Because everyone was like, you're not gonna win. And I'm like, okay, then do I have to go? So we.
By the way, you need better people around you.
I know. I'm like in the car, like with my head up against the window of the limo because it was cold outside, and I'm trying to like pull myself off. And I go, do I need to like write a speech or anything? And they're like, nah.
Not gonna happen for you.
So we got there, and I won an award in the pre-show, and they're like, well, maybe you should like think about it a little bit. I don't know. I don't even remember what was going through my head, except
glaze.
you know, it was such a. How do you even take in that moment at 14?
Right.
You know, I mean, I was elated.
And then it happens, and then it's just a whirlwind of press
whirlwind
and
of everything
other
after.
stars and.
Yeah, but it's, you know, I think now I wish someone would have told me back then to like pause, take a moment, and like enjoy this. But looking back on it, when I watch video of it, you know, I see this this little girl who like was wide-eyed and like so excited. So. Yeah, it was a great moment.
All right, this year, really quickly, the nominees for Best New Artist. Any predictions on who you're rooting for?
Oh my gosh, I love Maren Morris. I think she's really talented and she's got a whole cool vibe going on. I like her music. Kelsey Ballerini too. I think it's kind of probably between Kelsey and Chainsmokers. I love the Chainsmokers.
I do too.
But yeah, they're awesome. Incredible. They're sweet guys too.
Big Chainsmokers fan.
And I love talking to her about that. It's crazy that she's been
I know.
a fixture, and I mean, growing up for me, like Leanne Rimes.
It
took me days to get over that, just from being in the room with her. I still don't know. As for the country performances, there's one category for solo and one for duo group performance. Pentatonics featuring Dolly Parton,
Another person that you love.
Duo group for their cover of Jolene. I will just say, I think it's great that Dolly won for Jolene. Any lovers here? Anyone go to Dollywood when they were a kid? No? Total silence.
Oh.
I stand as a man, a solo in the desert alone. What's that?
I have been to the Grand Ole Opry, but.
So kind of cool that she won there. Yeah, okay, wow.
Well, Jolene's a classic. Dolly Parton's incredible. So, yes, we are all there for Dolly Parton. She's a national treasure.
What was it, Daddy by Beyonce nominated?
One more time?
Daddy by Beyonce.
Yeah, Daddy
What
Lessons.
was that?
I thought that.
What was that?
Okay.
Oh, it should have been.
It should have been. Okay, fine. I don't make the decisions.
Protest.
The music crowd definitely throws a heck of a party. We all know that. One of the annual traditions before the Grammys is Clive Davis's Bash. We caught up with the legendary producer and R&B star Maxwell, who performed to kick off the weekend. Watch this.
Maxwell has been nominated for Grammy for his current work, but I know that two purposes were mine when I reached out for Maxwell. One is to tribute the great Prince, the artist Prince, and the other was to be a signal call to everybody out there to say, do not disenfranchise the great voices of today. We need them. Where will the next Aretha or Whitney or Luther come from?
I think the thing that makes me the most happiest is not necessarily the award, is that, wow, I can come and go and, you know, go through all of my ups and downs and write about them, and there they are, they still remember you, you know, that's the most touching aspect. The fact that I could sit next to Mr. Clive Davis and you know, talk to you about not only our beliefs in keeping the voices that are out there alive and preserving and facilitating the future voices to come, so that the music doesn't just fall away into nothing, and in my opinion get eaten up by the robots, I call it, But for me, the great thing is just being able to be recognized, but I do enjoy watching new people, you know, receive awards, even awards that I'm up for, because for me, wanting my brother or my sister to win is almost like me winning it myself. But it's nice when it's on your shelf, though. It's nice.
Cool to hear from him. He's been throwing that party for so many years. That is such an event to be at, for sure. So many stars. Now, Rihanna really showed up in the R&B categories this year. She's got 3 noms, including Anti, which is up for Best Urban Contemporary Album. Does she have a chance against Beyonce's Lemonade?
No.
Deep
But
breath.
I loved Anti. I did love it. I loved Work. I loved Kiss It Better. Kiss It Better was my jam. When you talk about the ugly cries and all of that, the cussing, I loved it. Needed Me. Sex With Me is so amazing.
You heard
Love
her
on the
Tom
Brain.
Impala
Yeah.
cover. No, it was great.
I loved
And
all
so,
of it.
and R&B is where Beyonce has won most of her Grammys. It feels like it's kind of her territory.
It's
Does
her
that
category
affect?
to lose,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a given that she's going to walk away with this category, but great of Rihanna to show up.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Glad she's there. She gets to say that. All right. Let's focus in on R&B song and R&B performance. Rihanna nominated for 2 different songs. I don't know. I personally wouldn't have been anti if Rihanna won both. The puns are in there. Is it the champagne or the coffee? I can't tell.
Mixture of both.
Solange just won R&B performance, and Maxwell just won R&B song. Do you agree with these awards?
I'm not mad at Solange.
Okay.
I think that's great for her. I am a little mad at Maxwell.
Yeah. Why?
I wanted Love to win by Tory Lanez because that song to me was everywhere. Lake by the Ocean, no disrespect, Maxwell's a big supporter of Essence, always at the festival, but it sounded like something he's done before. It didn't sound like new Maxwell.
So nothing new, kind
It
of
was
safe.
nothing new,
Yeah,
but
I agree with Corey. It didn't feel like he was pushing the boundaries artistically enough for me, and he's been around for the better part of 15 years. It's really time for him to reintroduce himself to listeners in a new way. He just didn't do that with this album. I love classic Maxwell. Urban Hang Suite is still in heavy rotation in my life, but
Can I talk about
I
someone?
need a little more
Can I
from
talk about someone who made me believe in love again?
Who?
Maya, Smooth Jones. All right, it is up for Best R&B Album. Just hits me right here. Makes me feel good. All the feels are in there. It's her first Grammy nomination in 15 years. Here's what she had to say about what it's like to be back.
The single biggest factor that got me to this point in my career is love. This Grammy Awards is very different from the last because it's an entire project in the genre of R&B and independent as well, with no label, no radio, no promotion, just myself and the fans kind of. So it's very special and really gives me some reassurance on making music from the heart. It just really is simple as that. So it's awesome. I grew up listening to R&B and soul music. My parents used to have vinyl everywhere. 70s, 80s, 90s, those were my favorite eras of music. Smooth Jones is not an alter ego, but just basically a character, an extension of what the guys call me at the studio because of my laid-back personality, but it's also an ode to the 70s. I've just never seen a female version of it, so if I had a radio show, I'd be her. For every event, I need to get proper rest, so I've completely shut down all events prior to Grammys Day so that I can go to bed very, very early. I like to meditate. I like to light candles, take a nice hot bath, and just be fully relaxed for my important days, and Grammy Day is a very important day, so that I can be at ease, not too stressed. It's pertinent that I have at least 4 to 5 hours to comfortably get ready. Ample time and plenty of rest, hydration, relaxation. So we're gonna start at 5 a.m. Meditation helps me, understand my purpose, the purpose of the awards, what brought you here, the journey, all of the people that were involved in the moment. Music brings so many people together and it's to be celebrated. So stepping outside of any kind of ego that you might have had before, the purpose behind what you're doing.
Well, guys, by the way, we're talking about the fact that it's been 15 years, right? That was a kind of mind blown, sort of, a bit.
Since Lady Marmalade, I do not believe that. I can't believe that.
Yeah, all right. I'm also excited to see some of the rock awards as well, especially for all the categories honoring David Bowie. That's going to be huge. Of course, Black Star came out 2 days before he died. It just won Grammys for Alternative Music Album, Best Rock Performance, and Best Rock Song. Well deserved.
It was, especially since it was snubbed in the Best Album category. Everyone expected that he would be there because he's obviously was David Bowie, but completely ignored in that category. So it's great to see that he swept up in these other categories.
And just, I mean, the way that he planned it, it was, I mean, he knew that he had cancer. He knew that he was going to be dying, and just everything from the lyrics to how he released it to videos and everything, they took on all this extra meaning once he died.
All right, we've been talking about music all night, but something we haven't hit on enough is really dancing. I mean, isn't that what music is all about and what we love to feel? Are the dance categories, are they basically EDM at this point? What's your analysis of how dance is playing out?
Yeah, I think it is, but I like it.
Yeah, no, I like it too.
I'm not mad
but it's
at
kind of, EDM has come on so strong, it's basically defined the category, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, it really has. That's really all there is. I mean, if you look at all the EDM festivals, those are the artists that are up in this category every year.
And isn't Daft Punk performing tonight with The Weeknd?
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm a big Major Lazer fan, so
yeah,
I'm all
me too.
for it.
Major Lazer teaming up with Biebs and other people all on the way. Like, it's so good, so strong. Best Dance Recording, Bob Moses, Chainsmokers featuring Daya, Flume featuring Kai, Wrighton featuring Kahlo, and Sophie Tucker were nominated. Don't Let Me Down by the Chainsmokers featuring Daya took home the win. Personally, we love the song. I love the song. We love the song. She's been in, we've had her here at People Now performing it, and we're just huge fans all the way around. Out to you guys. Was this what you would have predicted, though?
I'll be honest. So, in getting ready for this show, I was listening to Spotify's Grammy nominees list, and Bob Moses came up, and I was like, who is this? What is this? And I loved it. So I was kind of rooting for him, although that was like my only introduction.
All right, I actually spoke to the now Grammy winner, Daya, about that hit collaboration with the Chainsmokers. The interview didn't let me down. Take a look. It's the last one, I promise. What was it really like working with those dudes? Give us the scoop. I feel like
they're weirdos.
Yeah.
They're absolute weirdos. No, I love them so
In what way? What do you mean?
No, I love them so much.
Weirdo can be a good thing.
Yeah, no, they're great.
Especially among friends.
They're amazing.
I've got weird friends that I love.
No, they're amazing. They're like brothers to me. Like, we pick on each other, you know, like that kind of relationship. But they're just the most genuine people, and I wouldn't have wanted to do this collaboration with anyone else. Like, my first collaboration, like my first like big introduction to the music world, like it was awesome that it was them because they're just the realest, and it's so much fun to meet up with them on the road and do shows with them and everything.
Did they come to you? Did the label work it out? Like, what was...
They came to me. They always tell the story like that I came to them, but really they were the ones who came to me.
Okay.
No, they reached out to me like a year ago or so because we were both through Sony. And so we both have a connection there, and then they had heard Hideaway. It wasn't really anywhere yet, like it was just kind of starting to climb up the charts, and then they reached out, and I had been a fan of their music, so it was the perfect match.
Other dream collaborations for you?
In the future, I would love to collaborate with Chance the Rapper. I mean, I just think that he's so talented, so he's definitely one on my radar.
All right, we have a fun fashion hit for you ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so people are showing up to the red carpet. Tori Kelly is showing up in green. I think she looks really amazing. We'll see that picture in a few. There she is. What do you guys think of this look?
Another thing with the messy hair, right? The intentionally...
I mean, I feel like every look that we've seen, it's had that hair, and it looks so right. I love the ruffles. I love the green.
Second green that we've seen. Adele had it, and now Kelsey does. She's looking good.
All right, now next up, Rory Feek in these overalls.
What would we expect? What would we have expected from Rory Feek other than that? And I think he looks fantastic.
I think
it's an original, so there you go.
All right, let's moving right along. Kelsey Ballerini.
Why are you flying by Rory?
Look at this beautiful dress. What do you guys think of this look?
She looks good,
Whimsical.
actually.
So pretty.
Yeah. Very whimsical. I like that. Next up, we have Maren Morris.
She looks great, especially for one of her first forays onto the red carpet. She didn't fail at all. This is very nice. I like that Merlot color on her skin too. It looks nice.
And it's almost
Angelina-like.
It is Angelina-like, and it's almost like a dual look there. You've got this like lace top that almost looks like shorts underneath, and then the panel.
A lot of skin. We were looking for skin, and we definitely got it.
Very tasteful. I like it.
Yeah, it is.
More country. We have Carrie Underwood in red.
Wow.
What do you guys think of this look?
This is a departure for her.
And what do you think about the diamond diamond cutout.
I'm obsessed. This
Yeah,
is
are
what
you?
I wanted. This is what I wanted versus the white long sleeve dress.
yeah.
Like she looked amazing last time, but this is very Grammys appropriate.
By the way, so we've got earlier we saw like the kind of the intentionally messy hair. A lot of ladies wearing the hair up as well. Adele had her hair up as well, and so does Carrie. Why? I mean, what do you think of that? I mean, is that a predictable look?
Well, I think with the high neck on this, she wants to pull it back a little bit.
Have the focus just be on the face.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, next up, a little different of a look here. Halsey in the
Whoa.
Look it up.
What?
Some cleavage. What do you guys think of this look?
It's very MC Hammer-ish. I can't touch this look. To borrow one of your puns, Jeremy.
Yeah. All right, next up, we saw him before lounging with his leg. Now there he is, Nick Jonas.
Take the pants
What do you
off.
guys think of this look?
Are those metal studs?
It's very rock and roll. I like it.
It's
I
very
think
Balmain, actually.
Absolutely.
I'm wondering if it's Balmain.
It looks like it.
It looks
We're not
Balmain.
sure.
All right, next,
I like the rock though.
next up, Katy Perry. Look at this look.
I mean, it's quite the look. I think
Fur
it's
bottom.
Tom Ford. I love the bottom. I just wish it were a little lower.
First fur bottom ombre.
I like the top.
Yes.
I like the top.
Yeah.
I don't need the fur bottom.
But I feel like it would
A
look really
little
good. Like
lower.
its movement would be really good on the carpet.
All right, next up, Demi Lovato.
Ooh.
Her hair is super long.
Yeah.
Heard that.
You guys like this look on Demi?
What did you
It
say
gives
about
me
her
Kim
earlier?
K.
Yeah.
Like,
It
is
is
what
like
I'm
Kim.
reading.
Kim at the Met Gala last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
she looks
you're right.
great.
All right,
And
last
like
but not
Demi
least
cut out.
is J-Lo.
Oh.
I love this J-Lo.
She came to slay.
Yes. Definitely love those looks. And you guys,
Love it.
here's what viewers at home have sent us through Burst. Take a look at this.
Can't wait to see Metallica perform at the Grammys with Lady Gaga, and they're up for Best Song, Hardwired, Metal.
Hi, I'm excited for Blink-182's comeback.
I am rooting for Rihanna tonight at the Grammys. I saw Anti in concert and I loved it. I love her. She has tied for the second most nominations of the night. She's got 8. That's crazy. She even has like 2 different R&B songs up, and Anti is nominated for the Album Award, and I love her and I want her to win everything.
I'm really rooting for Chance the Rapper. His new album was my favorite of the year, and I listen to it every day.
Little dancer. Really good stuff. All right, the carpet's winding down, guys. The stars are finding their seats. Jeff, Corey, Sarah, Lola, thank you all for joining us and discussing all things Grammys. Don't forget to check out Lola on Entertainment Weekly, the show on the PEN Network. Lola! Oh! And head back to the People Entertainment Weekly Network tomorrow for our red carpet fashion wrap-up. It's always great. A lot of fun for that. Download PEN on your favorite device or go to people.com/PEN to see it all.
Yes, and thank you for watching with us all night. The 59th Annual Grammy Awards are about to begin on CBS. One more huge thank you to Dunkin' Donuts.
Cheers.
Which helps us make the most out of award season on and off the red carpet.
Yep, so much more coverage ahead. Stay with People and EW all night for the biggest news. And of course, keep following for even more on the winners and the after parties. Cheers to everyone. Have a good Grammys, everybody. Woo! Empty glasses, what?